Everyone loves a hero. Meet Liu Chun. Okay, history buffs, buckle up. Let's talk about Liu Chun. You know, the legendary Chinese hero? No, don't worry, most people haven't heard of him. But trust me, this guy's story is wild. Imagine a world with dragons, magic, and emperors with really cool hats. That's ancient China, where our boy Liu Chun lived. He was just a regular dude, kind of like the ancient Chinese version of you, except, you know, destined for greatness. Liu Chun wasn't born with superpowers or anything. He didn't have a magical sword or a talking animal sidekick, though that would have been awesome. What he did have was courage, determination, and a really good right hook. So, how did this ordinary guy become a legendary hero? Well, it all started with a dragon, a princess, and a whole lot of trouble. Sounds exciting, right? Just wait, it gets even crazier. Every hero needs training. Batman had the League of Shadows. Luke Skywalker had Yoda. Liu Chun, he had a Taoist master. Not as flashy, but hey, it worked. This wasn't your typical school, we're talking rigorous physical training, mystical spells, and philosophical debates. Think Kung Fu Panda meets The Matrix. Liu Chun learned to fight, not just with his fists, but with his mind and spirit. He mastered ancient techniques like controlling the elements and talking to animals. Imagine the possibilities. Years of sweat, tears, and probably a few broken bones later, Liu Chun was ready. He wasn't just a student anymore. He was a weapon, forged in the fires of discipline and destined to face incredible challenges. Remember that dragon we mentioned? Yeah, he's back, and he's causing trouble. Turns out, this wasn't just any dragon, this was the Dragon King's son, and he had a nasty habit of flooding villages and stealing princesses. Classic bad dragon behavior. Enter Liu Chun, our reluctant hero. Armed with his wits, his training, and maybe a lucky charm from his mom, he set out to confront the beast. The battle was epic. We're talking fire, fury, and maybe some property damage, but Liu Chun, clever as ever, used the dragon's own strength against him. Think David and Goliath, but with more fire breathing. In the end, Liu Chun emerged victorious. The dragon was defeated, the princess was safe, and Liu Chun, he became a legend. Everyone loves a dragon slayer, especially when they're as charming as our boy Liu Chun. Now about that princess. Her name was Long Nu, and she was no damsel in distress. Turns out she was a skilled warrior, and wait for it, the Dragon King's daughter. Talk about a complicated family dynamic. Despite their differences, and the whole almost getting incinerated by her brother thing, Liu Chun and Long Nu fell in love. It was like Romeo and Juliet, but with dragons and fewer poison apples. Their love story was a whirlwind of adventure, magic, and stolen glances across the battlefield. They even had a magical wedding ceremony officiated by a talking turtle, as you do. But their happily ever after wasn't without its challenges, because marrying into a family of mythical creatures, that's never easy. Section 5, Family Ties. When your mother-in-law is a dragon queen, imagine the in-laws from hell. Now imagine they breathe fire and control the weather. That was Liu Chun's new reality as the Dragon Queen's son-in-law. The Dragon Queen wasn't exactly thrilled about her daughter marrying a human. She tested Liu Chun, put him through trials, and even tried to turn him into a fish. It was basically an episode of My Mother-in-Law is a Dragon. But Liu Chun persevered. He used his wit, his charm, and probably a lot of patience to win over his fearsome mother-in-law. He learned the importance of family, compromise, and maybe keeping a fire extinguisher handy. In the end, family is family, even when they have scales and breathe fire. Liu Chun proved that love conquers all, even the most terrifying in-laws. Section 6, The Hero's Return, back to basics, with a twist. After all the dragon slaying, princess rescuing, and in-law appeasing, Liu Chun was ready for a break. He returned to the human world, but he wasn't the same naive young man who set out on his adventures. He used his experiences, wisdom, and maybe a few magic tricks to help others. He taught people how to live in harmony with nature, resolve conflicts peacefully, and maybe even how to talk to their pets. Liu Chun's story became a legend, passed down through generations. He wasn't just a hero, he was a symbol of hope, courage, and the power of love. Section 7, Liu Chun's legacy, more than just a pretty face. So why do we still care about Liu Chun today? What makes his story relevant in a world of smartphones, social media, and self-driving cars? Liu Chun's story is a reminder that even ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things. He teaches us that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it. His love for Long Nu reminds us that love transcends boundaries, even those between species or in-laws. And his adventures inspire us to embrace the unknown, challenge ourselves, and never give up. Liu Chun's legacy lives on, reminding us that even in a world that often feels mundane, magic and adventure are still within reach. Section 8, Lessons from Liu Chun, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Times. Sure, Liu Chun fought dragons and married a princess. But his story is about more than just fantasy. It's full of timeless lessons we can all apply to our own lives. Feeling stuck in a rut? Channel your inner Liu Chun and step outside your comfort zone. Facing a challenge? Remember Liu Chun's courage and perseverance. Dealing with difficult people? Think of Liu Chun and the Dragon Queen, and remember that patience and understanding can go a long way. Liu Chun's story reminds us that even ancient myths can offer valuable guidance for navigating the complexities of modern life. Section 9. Keeping it real: why we still love Liu Chun today. In a world saturated with superheroes and CGI-fueled action, why does Liu Chun, a hero from ancient Chinese folklore, still resonate with audiences today? It's his relatability. Liu Chun wasn't born extraordinary. He was just a regular guy who faced extraordinary circumstances with humor, heart, and a healthy dose of skepticism. He's the friend you'd want by your side in a crisis, cracking jokes to ease the tension while secretly plotting a brilliant escape route. Liu Chun's story reminds us that heroes don't have to be perfect, they just have to be brave, compassionate, and a little bit lucky. And who knows, maybe there's a little bit of Liu Chun in all of us, just waiting for the right moment to shine.